This is Darshana Jain, Global Technical Developer from Roquette, and today I'm going to speak to you about the non-gelatin soft capsules offering that Roquette has developed in-house and is now ready for customer usage. It's under the brand name Like Gel, Roquette's new vegetarian solution for gelatin replacement in nutra supplement and pharma capsules. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar to unlock the nature's potential. Let's have a quick look at Rocket's Pharma business unit. The Pharma business unit is quite of some time in Rocket. It's been more than 40 years in pharma market. And we are the leaders, number one supplier of active ingredients like dextrose for dialysis and IV products globally. We are the number one supplier of mannitol and sorbitol as excipients in oral dosage forms and parenteral drugs. We have more than 11 manufacturing locations spread it across all geographies. Along with that, we have R&D and customer technical support with the in-house laboratories located in France, Singapore, and Brazil. Our manufacturing sites are certified for EXIPACT. We also have ISO certification for most of our sites, and the sites comply to the CGMP regulations. On the quality management system fronts, we have ISO certifications, 21 CFR part certifications, and ICHQ 7 are obliged. Along with that, we have some government regulatory registrations too, like the FDA and ASNSM, which is the French Health Authority. A quick look at the pharma manufacturing locations. As mentioned to you, we have around about 11 manufacturing locations spread it across all geographies. A few of them are specifically focused upon manufacturing the pharma products, considering the CGMP required and the special quality set requirement for pharmaceutical manufacturings. Along with that, we have 3 locations where we have the laboratories set up to carry out lab studies for our customers. They are one in Singapore, the another one is in France, and then lastly, we have another lab which is in Brazil. Let's have a quick look at our market segments and how do we position our products in each of these categories of the market segment. The first and foremost, biopharma. We have excipients which can be used in manufacturing of large molecules, injectables, and also in the culture and formulation segments. Injectable and dialysis, we have products which can be used in large volume parenterals, small volume RX materials, and in dialysis preparations. Nutraceuticals and OTC, all the non-prescription drugs and pharma-like dosage forms are categorized under nutraceuticals and OTC market segment. On the oral solid dosage form, we have a wide range of products to offer, which can be used in oral dosage, in the small molecules, and also in innovator and generic products. Let's have a quick look at our solutions. Now, when it comes to oral dosage forms, our high quality solutions are adapted to the most manufacturing technologies. We have customized solutions to meet the customer needs. We are the world's leader supplier of mannitol and sorbitol. We have time-tested methods ensuring every ingredient is working exactly as it is supposed to do each time. On the nutraceutical and OTC front, we have products which are consumer appealing, easy to take, fast-acting OTC medicines, and nutraceutical supplements. We have a broad range of functional excipients to formulate all the dosage forms, including liquids, tablets, and capsules. Innovation is another category where we keep introducing new products so as to provide ingredient solutions to enhance dosage form design and health claim interesting sectors. On injectable dialysis and API front, we have the highest purity excipients and active pharmaceutical ingredients to ensure patient safety. We have a long-term commitment pyrogen-free products in our list. And each of these products are produced under conditions which are highly traceable and quality and compliance with our vertically integrated secure supply chains. On the biopharma, we have a sole custody of the supply chain. So we are the highly integrated manufacturer and supplier of biopharma products. Products which meet or fetch the needs of upstream and downstream processes and final formulations with multi-compendial requirements are available in our portfolio. The low endotoxin product offerings for biologic drug formulations makes it an exclusive portfolio for biopharma offerings. Now let's look at the today's agenda, which is going to fit in for the today's topic, that is like a gel, a veggie soft capsule solution. Today we will start with an outlook on vegetarian soft gel market. Then we will discuss some limitations and key barriers to the adoption of non-gelatin soft capsules. Next, we will explain what is pea-starch technology and discuss its advantages and of a new alternative for the manufacturing of veggie soft gels. Finally, we will revise some key considerations that need to be taken into account solely and swiftly for gelatin to vegetarian soft capsules. Before ending up, we will also have a short Q&A session where you can post your questions, which will be answered along with your comments. Let's have a quick look at the drivers for the vegetarian soft gel, caps, soft gels, and nutra and pharma requirement. So let me start by saying that the market for vegetarian soft gel is real. It has a compounded annual growth rate CAGR of 8%, leading to $650 million by 2025 for the producers of soft gel. This growth is opposite to the vegetarian trend, which represents 7% of US customers today and showed a 500% growth globally over the past 5 years. More and more consumers are demanding for plant-based natural supplements with clean labels like GMO, non-animal derived. Today, about 90% of the soft gels are manufactured using gelatin, but because of its bovine or porcine origin, consumers produce the consumption of animal-derived products as those with cultural or religious relations are looking for alternatives like fish gelatin, like plant gelatin, or plant-based ingredients. Also, gelatin as a material for soft gel shells possesses technological challenges, with first of all cross-linking. In other words, it might react with some agents which are encapsulated into it, leading into delay in the release time of such actives during stability. Secondly, gelatin-based soft capsules are sensitive and heat during production as well as during stability, like we will see in some of the following slides. Finally, both cross-linking and heat sensitivity are the options for certain film material, especially those requiring higher processing temperatures. Now let's have a look at the limitations of the existing vegetarian solutions. There are already some vegetarian alternatives to gelatin on the market. However, when talking with customers, we realize that some of these alternatives are associated with challenges like the need to buy special features in their equipment in addition to the standard soft capsule equipment, or even modify the equipment to some extent, for instances, the tumble dryer. The customers often report the requirement to use lower production speed and longer drying time in comparison with gelatin. The customers have also mentioned that capsule defects like leakages or stickiness are seen. The absence of starch ingredient, which complies with both food and pharma regulations, the limitations in capsule size, and the type of film materials that can be used are a few other limitations. All the previous items, along with the concerns on longer disintegration or dissolution time and lower capsule shell life, are the key barriers to the adoption of non-gelatin technologies. In response to all these challenges, what we have seen for gelatin-based system, Roquette has developed a solution. It's a novel HPP starch, that is hydroxypropyl P starch, combined with selected functional ingredients to provide a new alternative for vegetarian soft gels that meets nutraceutical supplements and pharmaceutical drug product needs. The solution is called as Glycogel VS720 soft capsule solution. Now, this solution has properties, or I would say, possible to produce strong films which are clear and shinier capsule shells. It meets the pharmacopoeial excipient grade requirement, that is, it is USP and EP compliant, unlike other lot of materials available on the market, which are just complying the food regulations. We have demonstrated that the films that are produced are reproducible at higher scales under varying test conditions on varying equipments and also with different capsule size, shapes, and films. It just requires a minimal rotary die process equipment adaptation so as to compare the gelatin gel mass to the Leica gel. Now, it is shown to have minimal leakers. It's also faster disintegrating time and extended shelf life. We have a complete data package ready for this, which can save a complete 1 year time frame of the R&D work that has to be done in the background to come to a final formulation or final composition to use the vegetarian soft gel formulation product formula. Now let's have a look at what do we have to offer when it comes to Glycogel VS720. So along with product, we also have services to offer. Now Glycogel, we know, is hydroxypropyl P starch, which is combined with iodocarrageenan as a key functional component to produce films which are clear and shinier in nature. Now the product for trials, what we offer has Glycogel VS720, which is the film former. And along with that, we also have a premix, which is ready to use shell mass, basically. So it has all the components included into this premix. Now, Roquette Neosoft Plus is used as a plasticizer in this premix. Iodocarrageenan is the gelling agent, and DSP, that is disodium phosphate precisely, is used as a setting agent. Now, on the services front, we have done all the contract research, basically, which has the agreement document, including the material which is required for pilot scale-up and the technical data package with the detailed formulation, equipment, and processing know-how. And also we have the remote on-site technical scale-up support if required by the customer. So this is a complete package which will actually save a 1 year's time frame, near about a 1 year's time frame of the customers when they are using our solution to produce the soft gel mass. The products for commercial scale are available, which is Glycogel VS720 hydroxypropyl P starch, along with Neosoft, that is sorbitol components. The other components, like carrageenan, can be are from the chosen suppliers. COA for food and pharma grades, both are available for all of these components. It's in the 25 kg packaging material, and the pre-mix is available as on date for all our customers, and this can be used readily for preparation of their formulations. Now let's move on to the second topic in my agenda. That's the technical performance and the support we have to offer in this product category. Glycogel soft capsule solution is majorly a film forming component. It is based of hydroxypropyl P starch. Roquette has uniquely developed this excellent film forming starches, which has got a very thin boiling hydroxypropyl P starch, which gives excellent films. Now, it misses the gelling properties which are required to form the soft capsule shell. It cannot be used alone to produce a soft capsules since it has no gelling properties. It cannot be casted on the drums. Plus, it has a very weak sealing properties on the rotary die. So to overcome So to overcome all the problems that are encountered or seen when gel is used all alone, we need to add a gel forming component to the solution. And carrageenan is one such gel forming agent which has been added into our premix solution. Now we know carrageenan is a carbohydrate isolate material isolated from marine microalgae. It provides excellent gel forming properties. It is, however, temperature dependent and it needs cations, especially the sodium ions, for gelification process. The combination of the starch and iodocaranin can substitute gelatin. Here is a quick look on the glycogel-based cell formulation composition. Now, as I mentioned, starch in combination with carrageenan can replace gelatin as a shell mass because it has got all the properties which are required to form a soft gel shell. Now, when we look at the composition, the first and foremost ingredient is glycogel VS720, which is used as a film former. In our standard solution, we give glycogel VS720 in combination with sorbitol P300C, with the brand name existing in our portfolio as Neosorb P300C. However, in our premix, the glycogel VS720 is combined with the gelling agent iodocarrageenan. Along with the plasticizer Neosorb P300C is mixed in a fixed concentration. Plus, the setting agent is also added into it. All you have to do from your side is add glycerol, which will act as a plasticizer, and water as a processing agent. All the premixed data is available to support your R&D trials and save time. Now let's look at the benefits of pea starch as a new soft capsule shell technology. We have developed our pea starch technology for rotary die encapsulation process, as this is the most commonly used for the manufacture of soft gels. In this process, two films are casted on cooling drums. They are further brought together and the active is injected into it at the veg station into the die pocket. Our glycogel system for soft capsule shell is based on hydroxylated pea starch, which excellent film forming properties. It is combined with carrageenan, a carbohydrate isolated from marine microalgae, which needs cations for gelification. The sodium cations are provided by disodium phosphate, and then, same as gelatin, plasticizers are added to adjust the capsule elasticity, hardness. Here, what we use is glycerol and sorbitol. All these ingredients are processed using water, with the excess that must be removed during subsequent drying steps. After the advantages, it is important to understand that there are some considerations to keep in mind when switching from gelatin to vegetarian soft gels. The combination starch carrageenan requires higher processing temperatures than gelatin, especially during gel preparation up to film casting steps. This can typically be done in standard gel mixers. As far as the injection step, the temperature is also slightly higher. Since P-starch system supports higher temperatures, it offers new option for the use of active film materials that requires higher temperature to flow. Now let's dive into technical aspects of the use of starch-based system in the production of soft capsule. For a proper gel hydration, it is recommended to prepare it during at least 2 hours. A short maturation time of up to 4 hours is optional. In comparison with gelatin, you would need 8 to 12 hours of maturation for an optimal film and capsule performance. Now, if you remember the challenges reported with lower production speed, you can see here that we successfully tested up to maximum encapsulation speed, same as in gelatin, on a production equipment. With regards to the drying time, indeed, we start with more water in the product, and there is a need for 1 or 2 additional days versus gelatin. But we can use the standard thermal dryer with no modification in the first drying step. All in all, the production time from gel preparation to end of drying is comparable between pea starch and gelatin soft gels. On this slide, I've reflected the study that was performed on 2 films using optical microscopy. Basically, we applied Lugol stain on pea starch film that come from a film just casted or cut from a capsule. This film is observed using normal light on an optical microscope at 144 magnification. Figure 1 on the tape left shows a film with a lot of starch debris indicating an incomplete cooking and hydration of the pea starch. Whereas figure 2 on the bottom left shows a film with minimal presence of debris. For this second film, the preparation procedure has been well conducted. The film from figure 1 is heterogeneous and could lead to increased defect rates during the film casting and capsule sealing process. A homogeneous distribution of shell capsules and their proper hydration is needed to guarantee further film and capsule performance. It is not mandatory, but the use of powder premix could further improve the dispersion of starch plus carrageenan and other ingredients for an optimal gel preparation. In addition, to be more effective with regards to material inventory management, dispensing, and quality control release operations. Let's take a look at some capsule performance study results. For this first case study, we have tested the capsule shell integrity and physical attributes. To do so, we have manufactured pea starch-based capsules with a film thickness around 700 micrometer. The capsules were filled with mineral oil and packaged in basic aluminum and PVC blisters, and as a worst case protection against heat and moisture. Then we have compared capsule properties right after production, that is, after drying and after 6 months under 2 ICH stability conditions. The table shows that the capsules were clear, transparent, with minimal defects after production, and they kept this appearance after 6 months at 25 degrees Celsius and 60% relative humidity. Indeed, there is a small change in other physical properties between time 0 and 6 months at this condition, but this is expected for any soft capsules upon aging. Mainly, you can see that the disintegration time and water content remain low. As far as more drastic conditions, that is 40 degrees Celsius, again 75% RH conditions are seen, you see that the change is more important, especially for the water content. But this is explained by no moisture protective effect of such packaging material. The second case study is using the same ICH stability conditions, but we are now comparing the physical attributes of pea starch based versus gelatin soft capsules packaged in the same basic aluminum PVC blisters as well as more protective glass bottles. With regards to the capsule hardness or burst strength, the graph shows that the both gelatin and starch-based capsule hardness dropped after 3 months in blisters. The drop was more important at 40 degrees, and we could barely measure the hardness of gelatin soft gels after carefully taking them out of the blister. As far as the stability in bottles goes in, both gelatin and pea starch capsules showed a hardening at 25 degrees. And at 40 degrees, it was not just possible to remove or measure the hardness of gelatin capsules because they were deformed and sticking to each other in the bottle. The study continues, and here we compare the disintegration time of the same capsules filled with mineral oil in water at 37 degrees Celsius. Gelatin soft gel displayed a disintegration time of less than 5 minutes at all conditions when the disintegration time for starch-based capsules was not more than 10 minutes. This time has decreased at 40 degrees Celsius for starch-based capsules in blisters, and again, we could not measure the parameter for gelatin soft gels at 40 degrees Celsius in bottles for the same reason as explained previously. This last slide on the same case study shows the protective influence of the packaging material against the moisture uptake of the capsules. Clearly, both pea starch and gelatin-based capsules had an increase in water content during the stability. This increase was more significant in blisters than in bottles and at 40 degrees in comparison to that at 25 degrees Celsius. Another case study is comparing the pea starch and gelatin soft capsules' resistance to heat and moisture. Capsules were filled with fish oil and packaged in basic aluminum PVC blisters. Just with visual inspection, we can easily see the difference in color and shape, as well as the integrity for starch-based soft capsules on the left and gelatin soft capsules on the right side. Actually, like gel soft capsules kept their shape and showed minimal changes in color even after 6 months at 25 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Whereas gelatin capsules were deformed and had a different color upon aging at different time conditions. We can further see on this slide how gelatin soft gels did not support the 40 degrees Celsius and 75% relative humidity conditions, both in blisters and in bottles. Indeed, the capsule changed its shape and color in blisters, and they were all stuck in the bottle. It was actually necessary for us to gently break the bottle with a hammer to extract the capsule shells out of this bottle. Now, there are many such more studies which are performed in our R&D lab, and we have the extensive R&D experience and database ready to share with our customers. We have converted all of this experience and database into a comprehensive guidance document, which we call as the technical data package sheet. As mentioned to you, when it comes to services offering, we also offer the technical data package to our customers. And this data package outlines the problems that are faced when manufacturing the capsules and of gelatin as well as starch-based, and what should be done to counterfeit these problems. The first and foremost, we discuss in details about the materials, the formulation details and aspects, along with the raw material source and its functionality. The second part of it discusses more about the methodology that is supposed to be used while manufacturing the soft gel capsules. Equipments and the process details are listed into it, along with how the gel mass has to be prepared, how the capsule shells have to be casted on the die, plus the encapsulation and drying steps should be followed. There is another part to the entire data package. We have the analytical data aspects, wherein the gel mass specifications like the bloom strength, etc., are listed down here. Along with it, the soft capsule performance specifications and results are also given. And finally, there is material specification sheet, which has been jotted down in the appendix. With this data package, for sure, you will be able to formulate shiny and clear capsules as shown in the figure at the bottom corner here. Now, all of the studies have been performed at a subcontractor, but now we have the support that has been extended from our CTS laboratory located in France to become a center of excellence for the soft capsule development. It's because we procured recently a machinery which can be used for soft gelatin capsule fabrication. Here, what we do is we support our customers to develop the proof of concepts. Basically, we also help them to develop formulations and do the process optimization. Like a gel biopsy, software technologies and innovations can be done on these machines. We support all the kind of innovation and products for replacing the gelatin soft capsules. Example, usage of the plasticizer, use of any other gelling material, etc. Now, with this entire know how on the veggies of capsule solution, primarily called as like a gel and rocket, let's have a look at the next action steps. So, depending on your need, we can tailor our product and service offerings. So, in case if your firm is knowledgeable, has complete knowledge of handling the soft gelatin capsules, also has knowledge about starch-based formulations and processes, and they just want to optimize their to your own fill needs, we recommend the sampling of Glycogel VS 720 component with mixed together with sorbitol or premix and just consider a data package. If your firm is not knowledgeable or do not have adequate knowledge to handle starch-based soft gel capsules, then we recommend that you take advantage of Rocket's contract research services offerings with technical package and evaluate either components or preferentially just use the premix and gain greater access to the technical support, saving your efforts, time, and money. All of this is done under a non disclosure and a confidentiality agreement, which we suggest would be a good next step in any case if you're looking forward to develop formulations with Lycogel and already set to use the Lycogel material, unlocking the nature's potential. And with this, I would now like to conclude my presentation. And here are a few key takeaways of this entire talk. So, in conclusion, we can say to build a successful formulation on a foundation of unique pre-starch technology, Roquette has got a product to offer, and it's called as the Lycogel. So, Lycogel veggie soft capsule solution can be processed on any standard gelatin equipment. A few adjustments needs to be made just for the adjust gel mass viscosity and a bit on the temperature scales. Advantaged faster conversion of Lycogel to fit in your R&D requirements, just develop a holistic R&D approach and the Lycogel formulations are ready. Lycogel formulation system is ready to use. We support our customers with the complete technical data packages and services. Lycogel performance data supports are reliable, scalable, and capsule performance potential to meet the customer's appearance. The capsules that are formed are strong enough with a better seal integrity and have a clear and shiny appearance. It is a more versatile solutions so as to fit in all the type of premix or component products. Plus, it is food and pharma uh, approved material with meeting the standards required for food as well as the pharmaceutical industry. And with this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you for your patient listening. And at the outset, I thank all the Roquette personnel and all our customers in building up and getting up this solution to overcome the challenges from gelatin. There's a lot of effort put behind developing this solution. So thanks to all of those who have been contributing directly or indirectly in developing our product, like a gel. Thank you for your patient listening.
Now let's head towards the question and answer. Request you to put into your questions into the chat box. If you see that there are a few questions present in the chat box, the first question are included in the data package. So on the data package that we have the material to offer, or I would say a data package content with them on this material. And along with that, we offer technical services. So if there is any formulation vegetarian, I would say which is of capsule solution to our data package, Now, in this data package rise under different fronts. First and foremost, what we list down is there is a complete detail obtained on the formulation. This includes what are the raw materials present into this solution, what is the functionality of this raw materials, plus how you. Second part of this data package includes details out the equipments and the process that is captured. Okay, just give me a second. I would probably it is not much clear. Okay, I hope it's better now. Veggie part it includes all the equipment and process produce this formulation with the glycogen solution. We also list down the gel mask preparation method, the encapsulation which is required when you are using glycogen formulations. Along with this, the analytical data is also present. So the analytical methods, the testing processes, sessions are all included in the analytical data section. It also characteristics, specifications, and the results. A study which we have done to develop the solution is along with all this information, you will find the materials important. So the raw material source, along with the specific information, is present into this data package. So this is like a completely, sharing information on the technical front, enabling you into this vegetarian soft shell capsule product. So that is my answer onto the dog. I see another question which says, can the fill material be thick base liquids, etc.? Can be thick base liquids also. So actually, equipment setting needs to be changed and it has to be uh, uh, seals, or in fact beyond that, so that the film materials can be on this equipment and along with this solution. What happens is the film material, like the thick paste and liquids, also needs to, so they can be easily encapsulated into this mass. So I would say yes, the answer is yes to this like thick paste and liquids too. There is another question which is on API stabilizer content that can be encapsulated into this material. So you can actually fill up APIs which are high solubilizer material. So your solubilizer could be anything, extremes, it could be fatty acids, it could be spans, which are having very high HLD values and can be used to solubilize the API, say class 2. This fill material with the highest solubilizer can be like a soft gel capsules. We have not been know of a customer who is trying to take some but the solubilizer content is as high as the results are really nice. The outcome is very good. This is what material is performing very well, even with high AP and also with good film materials or thick film materials like paste. I see another question which says, is the product registered with pharma? Yes, the answer is yes to this again. The material is, so we have USP pharmacopoeia compliance and so this material is compliant to both US pharmacopoeia. The material is not compliant to Japanese pharmacopoeia, for the Swiss pharmacopoeia do not have a monograph. And once we have the monograph in the pharmacopoeia, we will just see when complies to the Japanese pharmacopoeia, making it in the Japanese market. There's another question on how is the material different? Okay, so this is like, yes.
Why it's not clear, the same as we already rehearsal.
Is it better now? Is it audible?
Yet,
Can I go ahead answering the question, or should I enhance the quality of the voice? Can you please confirm?
I'm not sure last time how you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, as now your sound is not as clear, a little echo.
Is it better now, or is it still echoing?
No, it's the same.
Okay. All right, let me try once again. If I could do something to fix it up. Is it okay now?
Okay.
Hello? Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Still echoing.
How about now? Is it echoing or it is better?
It's the same.
This is a bit of technical problems.
Hello?
Okay. It's already better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. So I was answering this question, which is like, how is the material different from gelatin as a gelling agent? So my answer to this question is like, gelatin is a very different gelling agent, I would say. So 90% of the formulations that are available on shelf today has gelatin as the gelling agent in the, soft gelatin capsules. It's because of its properties. It has got this unique gelling property. However, when you see Leica gel by itself, Leica gel VS 720, I'm talking about, by itself, it doesn't have gelling properties. And that's the reason we have to include a gelatin agent like carrageenan. And iota carrageenan is one such agent which enables to impart the gelling property to this Leica gel solution. However, our premix is comprising the iota carrageenan in the right concentration to enable to form good thin sheets or gel sheets on the die cast, or on the equipments. Also, if you see for gelatin, there is often problems seen with the sticking part, or you see leakages. Plus, as somebody had questioned here, if you see on the film material part, you cannot use readily gelatin material for semi-solid preparations or paste-like materials or materials which has a very high solubilizer content. However, with this Lycogel solution, all of these problems are taken care of. It's got a very good sealing property. The integrity of the soft gel capsules is maintained, and also the stickiness is so good that leakages problems are not seen with this material. So this was about the properties of the product per se. So on the film part and on the fill part, this is my answer. Along with this, also there is a second part to it, is on the equipments. So if you look at the equipment setting, the standard equipments are, I would say, designed to handle gelatin as a gelatin mass as a gelling agent. We have never worked on vegetarian soft gelatin capsules. Now, but with Leica gel as a solution that is offered today in the market, we can work with the same equipment setting. It's just that there is a minor setting change required. So example, maybe you will have to heat the equipment or keep it at a higher temperature. So say 85 degrees Celsius to keep the molten mass in the gelling state all throughout the process. So this can be done by using jacketed tubings or jacketed water vessels, where the water at a higher temperature is circulated along the entire equipment to maintain the temperature of 85 degrees Celsius. So this is basically the major change between the two. And I think yes, rest remains the same. But one point here is gelatin comparison with like a gel is not the right way, because it's not an apple to apple comparison. We are talking about two different products with two different sources. One is completely animal derived, porcine and bovine derived, whereas our solution is a vegetable source or vegetarian source material. So these are the major differences between gelatin as a gelling material and Roquette solution, that is like a gel. There is one question. Yeah, it says, is it possible to send us the slide? Yes, it can be sent it. You can reach us out, or you can reach the presenters of CPHI platform. They have all the slide decks ready, and I think it is there for circulation for almost 1 week's time, until this entire session is going to last. So this presentation is going to be available to all of you, and you just have to do registration on the platform to access our presentation. Is there any other question? I think I've answered most of the questions which I see in the chat box. Okay, I keep the platform open for say another few seconds for anyone to answer or to put in their questions. Okay, since I see no questions from the attendees here, I would just put a closing remark. I would like to thank everyone who has attended this seminar, this webinar rather. It takes indeed a lot of time to attend. So really thanks to all those who have taken out time from their busy schedule and attended this webinar. I hope it would be useful in your developments in your R&D field. And if there are any questions, or if there anything you would like to go on opt for any joint development, we are most welcoming all our customers. At the same time, I would like to thank all the collaborators, or I would say the CPHI team members who have been helping us out in uploading this webinar and helping us in collaboration with on the CPHI platform. I also thank all my Roquette colleagues and friends and the team members who have helped me out in putting up this presentation together, and also who has done up in developing this solution and bringing it to the market to answer customer needs. So thank you all. Thank you all for